back to part 30 of my Prussia Let's Play of Empire Total War with the Empire 2 Overhaul mod. We continue where we left things off last time, start of a new turn, and we are attacking the rebels that spawned, the Polish rebels technically, but they're actually showing up as a force of Slav rebels. So they have popped up since the fall of Poland last episode. So we'll destroy these guys, and then we'll take a look at the rest of our forces. We've still got the war with Russia to try and bring to some kind of conclusion. Plus, quite a few of you were commenting on the previous episode saying maybe time for some economic development, and I wholeheartedly agree. Economic development and the reforming of the Prussian army, so that when we go west against Denmark and then the Germanic states, we're ideally at the peak of what we can currently roll out from our armies, because we do have some dregs of an earlier age. Also, one or two of you have, I think, correctly identified why that, why we occasionally get some really weird and wonderful merging of unit sizes. We disbanded the bugged units at the end of the last episode because I didn't really kind of want to run around with, although apparently I think those lancers are bugged. They shouldn't have 130, 138. They should be 120 max. But we had a cannon with like 150 crew on it, which is not right, and I disbanded it. But one or two of you, I think, have correctly identified why that happens, and it happens because it happened in my Great Britain campaign with Empire 2, and I believe it happens when you have a reinforcing army that you then change the reinforcing, I'm about to say scheduled, when you change the, I'm trying to think of the word, my brain, it's a Monday when I'm stream recording this, when you change the order, that's it, the reinforcing order of the troops coming on in, which I certainly did with the cannons and the cavalry last episode. So I think that's why it messes it up when you change the order of them and they end up merging into some weird wacky shapes. I feel like I'm trying to set these guys up nicely here, but I don't know if that ridge is going to block them, their line of sight. If I put them right there, that's not going to work. We'd have to roll the cannon forward. Can we just pull back? Like, why am I going so far forward? Yeah, let's just hold back here where I've actually got much clearer line of sight. They've got cannon as well, but what I'm hoping is that I can use my cavalry to draw the enemy to us. There we go. Right. So we'll take these two and pop them over on the right. Put these and pop them over there. General, sit you back here. Let's do it. Where are they? They're over here. There they are. So they got two cannons. They're on the wall a little bit there. It's actually, that'll just be the AI being weird about, oh, we have a wall, we must hug it. But actually, that's quite a nice defensive position holding there. But they're not in range, so they're going to have to come over this ridge line. Thankfully, we have cavalry superiority. So we're going to use my cavalry early on to try and take control of the battlefield. Sounds like a joke of how many Prussians does it take to reload a cannon. Yeah, 150. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense that it's to do with when you change the reinforcing order around, because it doesn't happen every time. So just got to remember that, I guess. If I do change the order around, it can bug it out. You smell a horse barbecue warming up. Yeah, there could also be horse barbecue time. Pull the cavalry over here. Oh, they're already getting shot. There's already some barbecued horse here with some fresh cannonball. Oh, dear. That's not a good start. Oh, they're going for a straight again. That's going to rip through. No! Oh, my days. That was huge damage. I didn't think they'd turn their cannons on us so aggressively straight away. Problem is, I can go straight into them, but then I'm going to get caught by these guys sat behind them defending. So if kind of for once, they've actually got a reasonable deployment. Kind of happy accident, really, for them. There's not a lot I can do. Until I can connect. There we go. The main thing is we knock out these cannons. Problem is they're then going to send the cavalry straight on in. Oh, we crushed through that. Go into the next unit of cannons. Lancers have smashed into these Greek Balkan volunteers. Pull them back. Go back in again. Provincial cavalry's taken a big hit. We've knocked out one of their artillery, so I'm actually hoping I can turn both my cavalry onto smashing the provincial cavalry. No, that one's gone. Keep them in there. Turn it back round, hit them. If we can knock out their cavalry, that would be good. If these guys rally, that'd also be good. Come and finish off the other cannon group. But they've also got the volunteers in there, so we're outnumbered. No, they've gone. They should rally, though. The cavalry's taken a big hit. They got a much better charge in that time. Pull my cavalry back, try and get another charge. I'm hoping the instance of pulling them out, though, yeah, it's going to break them. Nuts. Okay, charge the other cannon crew, because that needs to go. Then we'll chase after their cavalry. This has come with quite a lot of cavalry slaughter. I don't know why I should be surprised by that, to be honest. I'm horrifically consistent with cavalry. I mean, at this rate, if we keep the cavalry going, we might actually just be able to clear away the rebel army with just my cavalry at great cost. This should be a good charge from the Lancers, though, downhill. 141. Oh! Down to the 80s. Gone. Hit these guys. They managed to get off another volley. Yeah, this unit's really suffered. Hit them again. Yeah, I think we can deal with the entirety of the rebel force with just my cavalry.
Light cavalry.
Pull them back. There's only one of them left. Pull the Lancers up. Oh, they've broken again. Form up there. Look across at chat and see, yes, it's full of horse meat jokes, of course. Look. I am currently the main supplier of fresh horse meat to Tesco's, all right? I'm just meeting the supply and demand, all right? Oh, that unit's broken. I was like really hoping you'd stay there because I need you to help finish these guys off, but we've actually managed to tear through their formation, so their cohesion is completely broken, which, based on the way that Empire morale kind of handles their, at least from my understanding of it, with my units all mixed up through their scattered formation here, the flanking penalties are huge. So I'll keep things going there, just to tear this unit so that hopefully the rebels are completely gone. Lovely stuff. Munch, 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 munch. There's 28 of them over there, which might still keep the army alive, but I'd say, oh yeah, well, we can auto-resolve it, but I just don't trust it. Just don't trust it. Okay, hunt these guys down over here. My cavalry's gone. Broken. But that's fine. Right, we can limber up the cannon. They weren't even needed. Job done. Last chap over there will be reach him in time. He thinks he's made it. He thinks he's made it. He thinks he's made it. Here come the Prussians over the hill. He's not going to make it. Job done. Why is the battle not ended? Oh, still one off in the distance. Just about to go over the line. Yeah, this one's made it though. You should thank your friend for sacrificing himself so you could get away. Lovely. Well done, cavalry. You did well, and they've all survived. Just. Oh, but so did the rebels. That's annoying. So, round 2. I mean, I've thrown in a quick save. I'm gonna see. We lose 28. Fine. We don't really need to go in and fight that one, so that's fine. Right. Get those guys replenished. They've earned it. Get that farm upgraded because we do want to do some economic improvement. Take this whole army out. Chuck the militia in and see if that's enough to stabilize. Not quite. So queue up some more militia, please. We've got any buildings that we need to repair? Not yet. That army is fully replenishing. That can finally be repaired. That can finally be repaired. That farm can upgrade. Let me get the Admiralty in there. Okay, fine. Yeah, you're okay. Have you got anything in there you shouldn't do? No, you've got lots of militia. Happy days. More farms here, more farms here. Get them all in because that's going to be our... Well, I mean, it's not a huge boost, but it's a little bit more regional wealth and population growth, which is all good. Which long term is very, very useful. Russia, you still... at war with us. I mean, I'll try offering you what I did before, which was St. Petersburg. I'll offer you St. Petersburg for peace, and the thing is, I want an alliance so that they can't turn on me again. But I think that might be the thing that's the kicker right now. But if I don't do if I don't do the alliance, then they'll just inevitably do this again to me at some point. We're in a load of tech as well. Look, I'm not going to give you Canis a shot. Give her all that, though. Rarely has our glorious nation been so insulted. I mean, it's a cracking deal, to be fair. So, you have chosen death. We're sending an army then to march on Moscow and hope that they will... We're not going to try and trade regions to them. We're just going to break them until either they agree to peace out or we will have to conquer all of them. But I just don't want to get stuck over in the east. What are the factors affecting their relationship? That is a good thing to look at, actually. War is minus 193, so that is the main detractors there. Territorial expansion has... They declared war on me, so... minus 27 from territorial expansion. Same government type is plus 15. Military alliance is minus 10. So they obviously didn't like who I've got an alliance with. National leaders command respect plus 6. An enemy of my enemy is my friend plus 5. So... I don't really know. They're at war with me, the Islamic Emirate, and pirates. They were at war with the Ottomans, but they seem to have pieced that out. Maybe they've just heard me whispering my plans that I want to go after Denmark. That's the problem as well. If I peace out with them and don't get an alliance, then we're just going to be back in the situation again at war with them. If I go to war with Denmark. So this could all be for nothing. Oh, nice. We've got a trade agreement with New Spain. Lovely. Who else? There's no point with Denmark because I do plan on taking them out. Same with Bavaria, but I mean, we could do for now, but Eh. Ottomans, we've got trade with, so the Crimea. Yeah, I don't want to go back to war with the Ottomans just yet. So Crimea, yeah, get a trade agreement in there. You are, oh, you're, I could just take you out then, couldn't I? You don't have a protector or anything. Courland. I mean, I kind of feel like might as well knock them out at some point then. They're all alone. Once we've dealt with Russia, when our armies are coming back, we'll take you out. Louisiana? You've got a little bit of territory. Yeah, sure, let's throw a trade agreement across there. It's Knights St. John? Sure. It's going to give us extra income. Why not? Persian Empire? No, okay. Venice. Trade with Venice surely should be lucrative. Thank you. Savoy, why not? Probably could be trading for like tech or something like that, but Württemberg, not going to worry about that because, again, long-term allied to Russia, so we could end up just taking them out. Let's see if we can just trade, get some trade going here. If I throw you some philosophy. Lovely. See, everyone loves some philosophy. So we'll leave us as Genoa. Military syllabus, division of labour. Deal. I love a fair trade back and forth. I mean, they're friendly. Could I just not wish this had confederation mechanics, because that would be quite useful. Yeah, we'll leave all that. So how has that boosted the old income? Quite nicely, actually. We're up to 17k. State gift plus peace treaty. Yeah, we could throw a state gift at Russia. If they don't accept after I've taken Moscow, then that's what I might do. But I mean, I just don't really want to get quick, because it would just take a good few turns over here. I mean, we could continue pushing against them while we're building up economically as well. It just, I feel like we're going to have to keep sending more and more troops. What unit are we missing from this army? 1 unit of cavalry, I'd say, to make it an even 4. They do have an army there, so we could try and break those guys. What's Moscow look like? Okay, more forces around it, but nothing spectacular. So we could go attack that one. So we'll do that in a minute. Replenish those cannons. Replenish as many of those guys as we can. Bring them up. Yep. You're chilling there for now. I've got this army here. Not at war with them. I don't really want to go to war with them if I don't have to. You need another artillery piece. And I'll leave the gendarmerie behind. Probably. Tweak these guys. Can I get the artillery from here? Not unless I upgrade that. So I'm going to have to get it from like over here. I thought I was bringing more artillery over. Could have sworn I was. Organ gun. We could get some organ guns, to be fair. You need what? Some more cavalry? Well, 1 more of the Project Corps, and then I guess what more infantry. Which is so we're leaving this army over here because we were planning on blocking the 2 bridges, weren't we? For Hanover and Denmark, but we might need to redeploy this army back to the east, depending on what Russia does. Not anywhere near the front where I can actually get decent artillery from. That's quite annoying. Might as well next turn just upgrade the furthest most point. That's Kraftwerk, so I can't do that. So it's either at St. Petersburg or we haven't even got it here, have we? Lithuania. Or back here, Podolia. And then send artillery up to reinforce them. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I think we're all good. So let's have a battle against the Russians on the path to Moscow. 2,774 versus our army of 3,402. We're at full strength. We've got 2 units of artillery. They will have to march to us then. Here we go. Does Empire 2 mod also improve AI behavior in battle? It tries to. It tries to. There are limitations on what mods can do to the AI behavior, which is largely hard-coded. They can add different modifiers to it to try and help it out. But you're kind of, I find generally your mileage may vary with any kind of AI improvement mod or overhaul mod that does also try to tackle the AI. Sometimes it will seemingly be more aggressive, and other times it just will seem the same as always. That's quite an attractive position to have that little high ground bit there. And the other artillery piece, I think I need to actually have limbered up to start with and then roll forward. And it drops down to the right, but that's fine because we can put the bearskin grenadiers directly down here. Try and have 3 units in between the artillery pieces, which, yeah, looks like it's going to work. We just need to tilt forward a smidge. Oh, we have another bearskin grenadier. I thought I had 4. Yeah, I'll have 4 of them over here on the right because they don't have any... I mean, they've got the artillery support in the middle, but not direct to them. Then we'll take, 4 more. Put the other side of the artillery up here. Then we've got these 2 to act as defenders of the cannons. And then we'll have the cavalry down on the right. Support the bearskin grenadiers. Lovely. Lovely. Right, enemies over there. Like so, and then just roll you forward a bit. It should be fine. They are out of range. Wow. They are marching to us though. So thanks for that. Appreciate it. We've got horse guards here. Wow. Very heavily armored. Imagine them trying to charge up, trying to take that cannon position and hitting them with canister shot. That is the plan. That is the hope. Unlimber this cannon. Fast forward it. Just need to tweak that line a little bit. Yeah, they're firing already. Good. It's like my OCD calling must have nice, proper lines of battle. I actually feel like you guys could... Are they too far? Yeah, that's what I feared here, actually. They're not in the right position to get that line of fire across. Yeah, they won't be there either. They'd have to push far further forward. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is tuck them back to hopefully that we end up drawing the enemy over that ridge to us. I'm a little bit worried about this cannon being a bit too far forward or not far enough forward, to be honest. We'll see. That's the cavalry over there. So I'm actually going to change the angle of these guys a little bit so they can be a bit more open facing towards that cavalry as it comes. these guys come. Ooh, volley after volley. Nice. 2 squares, if you please. Focus on the infantry there, and then that cannon focus on the massive blocks of pikes coming at you. Square. And square. Bit late to be super effective, but should still get the job done. You're going after my cavalry or just get caught by my cavalry? Bit of both. Oh, and thanks, 1-2, you pointed out that the reason why you often see the AI having more effective volleys is down to a difficulty modifier. So we're playing this on very hard difficulty, so that's part of that. Just to try and make it so that the AI has a fighting chance against you. Just taking those guys out of square. Should have left them in it. Whoops. It's fine. We can bring the cavalry round this way now. So is that missile like archer carry? Yeah. I could see these little tracers going. I was like, are those arrows? What? Yeah, that cannon isn't far enough forward. Send that unit of cavalry after them there and bring these guys around. Canister on this lot as well. Fire on through. Knew they'd come back. See him off. Lovely. Shred 'em, chaps. Back into line. So we need to send you guys round. Just keep firing, just keep firing. Now, yeah, fire on the columns. Coming on in. Here we go, here we go. Should be point blank now before they charge. Quick, 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 quick. Fire, 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 fire. Cannons, quickly, quickly, quickly. Quickly. They just fire them at themselves. They did manage to get a shot off, but I don't think it did much. Alright, pull the cannon crew back. Try and save them. Flank around with these guys. Bring these guys up behind. Couldn't quite get them reloaded in time. Not the best cavalry charge. Like it's enough to just about break him, though. Yeah. Go. Keep going into the back of the pikemen. Have you guys chase them down. Oh, they've rallied back. A shot. Bye-bye pikes. Yeah, both broken. Enemy generals down. Bring these guys back into line. Lovely stuff. Compared to the cavalry charges of Warhammer, these seem quite underwhelming. The charges do work pretty well in Empire, to be honest. It's just you need to make sure you get enough speed for your units so they've got kind of a decent run to it. I think the best cavalry charges of any Total War game are Three Kingdoms. Those really seem to have like really nice kind of animated weight behind the impact, and you also have I think that was the one that they added in the kind of the leaping charge animation. I think it kind of had it a little bit in Warhammer with, I particularly noticed it with like the Demigryph Knights. Kind of having this little leap into the charge sometimes. But I feel like Three Kingdoms did it best. For the longest time I would have said like Medieval 2 probably has the best cavalry charges of a Total War game. But yeah, I feel like Three Kingdoms has got that down, to be honest. Really good kind of balance between trying to give a good solid mass calculation for the impact behind the charge, and also then showing that off in a really kind of aesthetically pleasing animation as well. Warhammers I find are a bit hit and miss. Sometimes if they don't connect properly, then it seems like almost the animations or the mass effect isn't properly calculated. And then other times, obviously, you just charge into a massive clump of goblins and they go flying everywhere. Certainly a tough one to get right, but always kind of confuses me as to why we get such wild variations in cavalry charges between Total War games. You find one that works really well for something like, say, Three Kingdoms, and the next title that comes out has a totally different charge or cavalry charge kind of aesthetic to it. It just doesn't seem to track across more than like one title. Just seems very odd. Battle is nearly over. Just the last of the pikes to take out. If the cast shot's actually going to be able to reach up there, they're gone. Do plenty of the cavalry that have run away, so actually I will just end the battle there rather than chasing more of these guys down, because they'll probably retreat back into Moscow itself. $400 lost. They lost 2,545, so they got 229 remaining. Decent. We can get these guys to replenish. So maybe we have to siege it, or maybe we can attack an army outside and draw them all out that way. Let's end the turn, see what happens when they develop by different studios. So they were both Warhammer and Three Kingdoms were done by the UK studios, or the UK studio in Horsham, but they were done by separate teams. But from my understanding, it's that the kind of, as long as there's not massive kind of changes to engine level tech, which there haven't been, they kind of have the same framework to work off of. Ottomans again. It's just like Russia at this point. I'm going to have to beat you in submission. I didn't really want to cross. It's probably because I've got Istanbul. I didn't want to have to push across into Anatolia to finish you off. Now they're coming back with that navy that's got an army on it as well, which I really don't like. I'm going to try and just peace out with them, throw some tech their way straight away. Because the last thing I need is a prolonged war against them. It's like, all my objectives are really quite centralized in this campaign, and yet we are constantly getting pulled away from being able to focus on those by the AI in the game, the other factions keeping us busy. But yeah, I don't understand why like cavalry charge and stuff like that, and some other elements like vary so much when okay, it's different teams, but still you would like to think that like people go, oh, surely that's a really good, like we should keep that the same, and then it just becomes worse. If it improved each time, then sure. But sometimes it just seems very odd as to the workflow. Or it just seems like there's just like teams don't necessarily talk about things that work well at times, so you kind of just get this, yeah, kind of jarring change up every few titles with some mechanics that clearly did work well not being readopted or taken further by other ones. You're not pro-navy, but blockading the enemy, including the Ottomans, would help lead them to... The thing is, though, right, so the old... I would love for that to be a viable tactic, but I've just, in my experience, I've never found, unfortunately, it worthwhile bleeding the enemy dry by blockading their ports. It just seems like they get so much extra background income to try and save them and keep them a challenging threat to you, essentially the AI cheating, that it just, I've never seen it like really pay off. But I mean, blockading in terms of keeping an enemy locked into a physical area, that works. That's quite good. But I've never seen it work from an economic perspective. Like, not going in this situation, I've got so many fronts. I'm busy on so many different fronts right now. I don't have the armies to combat all my foes. It would be great if I could dispatch my navy to economically cripple another enemy on another front, so that then they'd be open to peace talks. And that's the future that I want to see Total War go in, where you've got more choices in how you can engage with your enemy, and the stuff like economy really does matter. I mean, they've still got to balance a way of trying to keep the AI challenging, which is going to require it to have some level of bonus or buff over the player. But yeah, I'd love for there to be more economic and political intrigue that affects the state of play. I mean, again, talked about Three Kingdoms quite a bit today, but Three Kingdoms diplomacy was definitely a big step in the right direction. Where has that... Oh, okay, it's over here. I was like, where is that in Ottoman Navy with the army on it? That's a nasty force as well. Let's see if we can just peace out with them and hope this is just a terrible mistake. Trade agreement. What about if I gave you an alliance? Yeah, sure, we'll give you some industrial stuff. Okay, they've done that. Doubt we can get... I should have probably tried to get an alliance in there as well. Like, oh, can't I ally with an ally of your enemies? Right, that's fine. Because who are you? Well, we're... what? Can I ally with an ally of your enemies? Oh, so the... Mughal Empire, the Safavid Empire, are they with Russia? Oh, Islamic Emirate are a protector of them. What if we... I can't peace out with them? That seems silly. That's annoying. That's probably why they keep declaring war on me then, because they're the suzerain of them. Okay, fine. Well, we've sorted that out, but I don't have more technology to throw at them. The other thing as well, like trying to blockade the Ottomans right now, they've got very large navies. I wouldn't be able to afford to challenge them properly on the seas. I don't think I ever can. Right. Well, we still want to do more economic stuff. I think, though, having this army sat over there is not going to be helpful. So I'm going to bring it down to Vienna and then maybe have to keep it down here in case we do need to push against the Ottomans. I mean, if the Ottomans decide to press the attack on us, they've got 3 full stacks ready to go right there and then. They have this army here, so I should probably clear that army away. That might even draw them out. So I should probably knock them away there. Need to get you guys replenishing. We've got the artillery replenishing, so they'll be brought up there to get that farm upgraded. Baby steps. And then I was trying to decide where I was going to get more artillery from. Send one over to help you guys, which is going to be either at St. Petersburg or back here. You know what? I'm going to upgrade both because they only cost 1,000 gold. And same thing at Warsaw. I'm going to come back over here. I don't understand why I can't have that one still. Is it because I need all of that before I can go and get it? Guess we'll have to wait and see. The improved firing volley. Magdeburg, yeah, you can get... We've not done any naval stuff because I don't think we're really going to worry about it. Chance of recovery, chance of battle casualties. That seems pretty good. Trade improved. Improves export capability. That seems really good. For that, though, but we need the modern university tier, and these are all separate. Build ambulances for replenishment or upkeep costs for infantry. But that's going to be more useful, so we'll do that for now. So we've got to wait 5 turns, long rifles, and then I'm hoping that opens up improved volley fire. Ah, hang on. Roads. Yeah, that would be good. Might be better to do that somewhere in like Poland first, though, because that's quite central to where we're all spreading out from. I will actually get from here more 12-pounder artillery recruited so I can press it along. Bring it on up. You guys are replenishing, put you back into the artillery fort. They're finally happy. Warsaw is still not happy. Send him another one. Send him more from here as well. We definitely need to throw some more stuff in there. Right. Ready to end turn again, pretty much. But we just need to fight this one, which we will most likely open with next episode. Yep. Pretty similar to what we just had against the Russians. Next episode, we'll try and make that one our special. I was hoping I'd have a chance to do it today, but I had a very busy weekend and I woke up late. So slightly shorter episode for this one today. But until the next one, we've been watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care and ciao for now.